Hi, it's Mary. Welcome to the Paper Turtle. I am here with a haul video, and I'm going to just jump right in because I think it might be kind of long and I'm going to try to keep it low. I want you to excuse the mess on my desk. Um, when I was setting the camera up just now, I realized somehow that it was on a zoom setting. I didn't know that. I didn't realize it was on a zoom setting. I don't know for how long it was on that setting, but when I switched it, all of a sudden I have this big view of my table, and I had to move the camera down even to get this view. And I'm like, well, wait, why was I on the other setting? And because I had my camera set like way up, and I felt like I could not get in a square. So I've switched some settings on my camera, and we'll see how this goes. I don't know, from what I can see it looks better, and I can actually see a little bit of the top of the camera, the where I can see what it's seeing. So I don't know. I don't know what happened there, but anyway, we're going to try it like this and see how this goes. Tell me what you think, if it's any better or worse, or you don't notice anything at all. I forgot one bag. I'm going to pause you for just a second while I go get the other bag. I'll be right back. Okay, so we'll start with this one. This is what I picked up yesterday. It was out on the table. We only stopped at one thrift store. We were out doing other things, and we were driving by and decided to just stop. And craft supplies were 50% off, but they didn't have much. So I picked up this book. I'm just trying to see how the camera's picking this up. Several years, this does not have anything to do with junk journaling, sorry. Several years ago, for my book club, I read The Poisonwood Bible by Barbara Kingsolver, and I liked it. I don't think I finished it because I ran out of time, and then we moved on to another book. So I will probably at some point go back and read it again. But I recently picked up another Barbara Kingsolver book called Flight Behavior, and that was really, really good. So I thought, okay, that's two now that I've read by her that I've liked. So I've been picking up a couple of her books to put on my shelf to be read, just because I really like her writing. So this is another one. So I highly recommend her. If you have not read her, give it a try. She's very good author. They had these little list pads. They were 50 cents each, so I picked up these two. I just thought that they were cute. I'm just looking at them to see what's in them. And I use these. I do tuck these into pockets and stuff in junk journals, but I also use these just at home for shopping lists. So I always pick them up if they're cheap, and I can use them either way. Look at this book. Isn't this cute? This is, I don't know if there's an actual date in the book. This is one of those little Hallmark books. Okay, 1968. And the inscription in it is 1971. And I picked this up because it is so 70s. Oh my gosh, it's so 70s. I absolutely love it. The illustrations in it are amazing. Look at that. I just love it. This book is in excellent condition. Like, I don't know if it was ever even read. It's in really good condition. The dust jacket, there's a couple little tears, but other than that, and so the book itself, look at that. I just love it. A little book of cheer. So now I debate. Do I keep it because I love it, or do I cut it up? I don't know. We're going to sit on it for a little while and then decide what we want to do. I'm going to pick you up just a little bit, I think. Just a little bit. This little thing of decorative tape. It was marked 30 cents, so I got it for 15 cents. So I figured, oh, what the heck. It's not old or anything. It's just... That's cute. Can you see that? Now I'm going to be all conscious about the camera because I don't know. I think this is better. I hope so. These adhesive gems, again, it was half off, so they were 15 cents. I don't need them, but for 15 cents, you got to get them because you're not going to see them for that. Same with these letters. Don't need them, but they were, I don't know if that's 80 or 30. She probably charged me the half off 80, which is fine. Because, again, you don't see them for that price. These I've been eyeing at the thrift store for a while. They were priced too high for my liking, but because it was half off, I did get them for half off. They were priced at $5, so I got them for $2.50. They are old teacher stamps, and I absolutely love these. The ones that I really, really like, the cat in the bag that says very creative. That is so cute. I like if you can read this, thank a teacher. Any of these are just really cute. You need to practice. I just love these. I believe that they are all there. Actually, there's an extra one. Wait a minute. A couple of these are not on the front. There's one that says happy birthday, and I don't know what that other one says. Let's see. Oh, they'll be coming out of this thing here. That says happy birthday. I don't know what that says. Let's find out. I can tell right now that this video is going to be long because I want to play. I really feel like playing today. When, where, and for. So I guess it's like for a party invitation. And then these are the school stamps. Those are all cool. And then these two, wait, do they have the ones I liked? Follow directions. Oh, there's the creative one. Very creative. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. So we're missing 2. But then there's an extra 4. This says pig out. I think that's what that says. Probably should use better ink because this ink pad is drying up. Let's pig out. Okay. I think this is also for a party invitations. Let's have fun, music, dance, munchies. I don't know if I'll use those, but I like the other ones. Okay. Let's move along. I haven't been picking up too much of this stuff lately because I have a plastic bin full of it. It's overflowing. I need to use what I have, but I liked this color. The color is melon, and it's got the scalloped edge that I like. And it was only 30 cents. So I picked that one up. I like the color on this one. The color is called Nile. This is a wider one. And it was a different color that I don't think that I had. And the same with this one. This is called Wine. and it has the scalloped edge. So throwing them in the box or on top of the box because the box is full. And I only picked this up because it's farm related. It says a visit to the farm, and then the bottom ribbon has moo, quack, oink, neigh. It's very cute. It says it's peel and stick. So that'll be fun because evidently it looks like I'll be making a farm journal because I seem to be accumulating farm related stuff. I don't know why I picked this up. It's stickers. I have other stickers and paper like this. It's kind of like a fake Disney theme. There's probably like mouse ears in here somewhere. It's not Disney licensed, so they can't call it Disney, but they fake it pretty well. This company, Simple Stories, I believe it's also Echo Park, and I have gotten things from them. They do like warehouse sales where you can buy like a mystery box, and my former friend and I would get mystery boxes a couple of times and split them. They're like $50, so we split it, and there's always this collection in there, and I ended up with a bunch of paper and stuff from this collection. And I don't do Disney. I don't care for Disney, but there were things in here that I thought I could use that aren't necessarily Disney. Like the camera, I like that. I like the Viewmaster reel, the little tickets. I like some of these things. So this is what comes in here, and see where you can see the Disney references. They're not saying it's Disney, but they're using the colors and the schemes, and you know, that's definitely Mickey. You know, it's all about the mouse. But there's things that I can use, and look at all the words. So that's good. And some letters. So that's really why I picked it up. And I'll use most of that. I'm not going to put it back in there. I don't mean to like keep dissing Disney. I know there's probably some of you out there that absolutely love it. It's just, I've had bad experiences there every time I went there. Somebody ended up fighting, and oh, it's just not, it was not the happiest place on earth for me anytime I ever went. I think it's too much. I think it's just too much stimulation, not necessarily for me, but possibly for other people that I go with, that just, it's overwhelming. It's too much. Eyelash trim, you don't need to really see that up close. You know what that is. 60 cents. I didn't have navy blue. Now I do. What do we got here? This thrift store has started to do Classic Car Show. Has started to do percentages off on their different color tags. They used to a long time ago, and then they redid the way they got a new tagging system, and then they stopped doing that, and now they're back to doing it. So that's really good. I like it when the stores do that, because sometimes you go in there and you've seen the same thing on the shelf for months and months and months, and it's not selling because the price is too high. So when they start taking the discounts off, that's the time that you can get those things that normally are priced really high. This was not a discount. They had just put it out. It's dated March 13th, and today is like the 20th, I think. So when I picked it up, they had just put it out. But it's a brand new heart punch, and I don't think I have this size of a heart. I have a heart punch, but I think it's a smaller. So that's why I picked it up. I did not test it, but I mean, you can tell this is like, I don't even know if it's ever even been taken out of the box. So I'm not concerned about it working. I think it probably will work. And I picked these up. Now these were like 50% off, I think. So that's pretty good. The sticky is gone off of them. They're floating around in the package. But look at them. They're metal, little metal frames. Those would be really good for labels on the front of a journal. I like the metal on them. They're not, I don't think it's real metal. I think it's plastic metal, but because they're not super heavy. So I like those. I got, let's see. Oh gosh, that's a big book. So we had, our library had a book sale. Did I get this there? I don't know if I got this there or not. I'll show you that in a minute because it's big. Our library had a book sale that they have twice a year. This particular one is the smaller one. The bigger one is in October. So they didn't have like tons and tons of books. I actually only got these. This is an old book. It's very cool. It's got a like a linen cloth cover to it. I believe it's Netherlands, Dutch. They speak Dutch there. It's dated 1951, and I believe that it is like some kind of a dictionary. It's not like Dutch to English or anything. It's all in Dutch. It's almost like looks almost like a thesaurus or something. But I thought that was pretty cool because I don't think I have any Dutch paper. So that was kind of an interesting little buy. And I liked the cover. I think that I could make a cool journal out of that. And then just one little golden book. It's not old. It's 1983. But look who's in there. There's all kinds of cute little things in here. I think that would make a really cute little journal. My cat treat container, not part of the haul, ended up in my bag somehow. I will use that for, I don't know, pens, pencils, something. Who knows? Oh, I was going to show you this big book. I don't remember where I picked this up. It's huge. Look, it just keeps going and going and going. Free Enterprise Forever, Scientific American in the 19th Century. It's kind of like newspaper print. This is like news font. I guess maybe they are. I guess they're like pages from Scientific American. Obviously, they're reproductions. That one's from 1866. But look at the font and the patina on this. There's some great pictures in here. Some of them are really big, so I don't know how I'm going to use them. But I don't know. I just thought it was kind of a cool book. It's really big. There's a lot of like steampunk style. If you like steampunk, I've never done a steampunk anything, but hey, you know, maybe that's something different for me to try. Oh, look at that. Those are kind of cool. Yeah, so I thought that would be kind of fun to play with. Okay. these are from a bookstore. If you are kind of local, down in Pinellas Park, there is a bookstore. It's called, oh gosh, oh my gosh, I can't think of the name of it. But it's in an industrial area in Pinellas Park. If you Google used books, Pinellas Park, it'll come up right away, and you'll see it's in a warehouse like building. And I went there quite a while ago when they first opened with my husband, and it was kind of a mess. And I thought some of the books were overpriced, and it just we didn't really find too much. Then now I recently went. My mother wanted to go; she hadn't been, so I recently went with her. And now the place is so organized. I mean, they have thousands and thousands of books, and it is so organized, um, all by topic and section, and their pricing is. Here's the unfortunate part about the pricing. If the book is 50 years old or older, it's $5. And then they have some antiquarian books that are like 100 years old, very few, that are $6, and maybe up. And then their pricing is like some of the books are $1, $2, $3, depending on the age and condition of the books. So they also had a bin of how do I describe it? Like folders, like sleeves, clear sleeves of old book pages, and it was labeled vintage ephemera for junk journalers. And I think they were asking like $7.50 for each packet, and I forget, it had a X number of pieces in it. And for me, the price was a little high because they were book pages, which I have tons of book pages, so I didn't buy them. But I asked the woman, I said, "Oh, who's the junk journaler?" And she said, "Oh, one of the girls that works here. She collects those pages from the books that are falling apart." And I said, "Oh, so you don't sell those books?" And she said, "No, nobody buys those. So we have them in they had like a trailer, like a portable pod type of thing." She says, "We have those locked up in the trailer, and she just uses those to make those packets." And she made this wall, and she pointed to the wall behind her, and the wall was all wallpapered with vintage book paper. It looked really cool. So I was really impressed by that. And she said, "However, if you want, maybe we can make a deal on something." And I'm thinking, I don't think your deals are going to be good because you're charging $7.50 for a packet of paper. So I just kind of bypassed that whole thing. But also, as I'm looking through the books, it dawned on me there's not going to be any good junk journaling books in here because a junk journaler works here. So she's going to snap up any Edith Holden or the Gnome book or any of those books that we all look for. She's going to get them. They're not going to be on the shelves, and they weren't. So I was a little disappointed in that. As this junk journaling hobby grows and more people know about it, these things are going to be harder and harder to find. So keep your eye out, and if you do see something, snatch it up. I hate to say that, but do it, because like I said, these things are getting harder and harder to find because more people are buying them. So anyway, what did I find at the bookstore? I did find a couple of things. I found this book. I don't know what it says. But it's French. It's nicely patinaed paper, and it's French. That's why I bought it. So now I have a French book and I have a Dutch book. So that's cool. I found this little golden book. It's in rough shape. I think it was $1. I think the yellow was $1. It's got tape on the spine. That's okay if I'm going to take this apart. that's not going to be there anyway. The cover's a little worn, but it's vintage. It is 1956. The paper is brittle. I don't think I'm going to be able to do a typical little golden book journal with this because the paper is so brittle. But look at the pictures. These are all let's see. Publishers are proud to present this picture story of Perry with color photographs from Walt Disney's True Life Adventure motion picture. So these are pictures taken from the movie, illustrated with Kodachromes from the Walt Disney motion picture. I don't remember this movie. The book was done in 1956, so the movie obviously was before that, and it was based on a book. So it was before my time, but look at the pictures in here. They are just absolutely gorgeous. So I'm not sure how or if I'm going to use this. I just thought it was really cool, but you can see the pages are tearing already. So I don't know. I'm not sure what I'm going to do with it. But look at the pictures. Oh my goodness. So I hadn't seen it before. I felt like I needed to pick it up. So I did. For now, it's just going to sit in my collection and figure out what I'm going to do with it. And I got this book, The Collector's Guide to Postcards. I have other books similar to this, but this one is different because the pictures in it are small. They're not postcard size. Look at those. Those are kind of cool. I can cut those up and do something with them. Look at those. Awesome, awesome, awesome. I was really excited to see this and surprised to actually see it there. There are a few colored ones in here. Where are they? They're mostly black and white, which is okay. I can work with black and white. That's nice and vintage looking. But there are some colored ones. They're glossy, but that's okay. They're so awesome. Look at these. Pretty Women. I love this book. So when you are perusing a bookstore, keep your eye out for collector's books. This is, I think, the second one that I've gotten about postcards, and they're awesome. That's a very good one to have. I don't very often find napkins in the thrift stores. But when I do, I pick them up. So there's this one. We've probably seen this one before, but it's still pretty. This one, that was nice. This one's a little different for me. The colors are a little bit dark for my style, but I liked how it doesn't like shimmer gold, but it's got the gold colors in it, and I like that. So I think it's something that I might play around with. Again, I don't need napkins, but like I said, you got to snap things up because with more and more people out there doing this, things are going to be harder and harder to find. And I am finding that in my local stores that there's not as much there as there used to be. So it actually, for me, that's probably a good thing that I'm not buying as much. But it makes the hunt fun. this fabric. I love a toile. And this is kind of like linen-y, almost not really burlap, but a loose weave linen. I love the color of it. I just thought it was so pretty. Probably maybe going to end up being a cover, maybe. Probably. That's what I do with the bigger pieces of fabric, is make them covers. This was $1.50. It's a pad of paper, and it made me think of your Creative Studio stuff that they send out. It's just note paper. It's pretty. Did I pay $1.50 for that? I shouldn't have paid $1.50 for that. Oh well. This one I only paid 60 cents for. It says postie cards. I can't see what they are. So, because it was only 60 cents, I decided to go ahead and get it. And if nothing else, I've got bases that can be covered up to make something. Let's see. Yep, they'll be covered up. All right, so it says just a note on it, and it's glossy, and it's rather thin. So it's kind of a cheapy thing, but it appears that it might have been a freebie, but that's okay. And then a pile of envelopes. So really, for 60 cents, the envelopes are worth the 60 cents. And yeah, I'll do something with these. That'll get covered up. Or I can use it as a note in Happy Mail or something. It's all good. I don't have any problem with that. Sometimes I have buyer's remorse. You know, I'll buy something and I'm like, I don't really know why I bought that. That happens once in a while. Sometimes I'm out and I am not having a good buying day, and I really want to buy something, so I just buy anything. That's bad. That's a really bad thing to do, but I do it. All right. I picked these up. These were $1. They're little bottles. And you know what? I have an issue with this. I'm going to try to get this into one of these bottles. And it has the teeny tiny little tip on them. Pretty cool, huh? For $1. It looks like when you put this thing back in the tip, it goes right through the thing here. So that's not going to be very helpful. I don't know if they're all like that. So I'll probably use that for maybe something else. But if I can find stainless steel pins, I can stick a pin in it and not use that part of it. So that was pretty awesome buy. Oh, and there's funnels. It came with funnels so I can fill them up. Oh, I love that. Okay. This was $1. It's graph paper. I think they might be sewn in. Maybe. Huh. Yep. So they're sewn in signatures. So that means I can just clip this. And we have signature page. Very cool. So that was worth $1. Okay, my pile's gonna come crashing down on me in a minute here. These note cards for 50 cents. Thought they were cute. Again, they're a little kind of cheapo, but they're okay. And again, they come with envelopes, which I have so many envelopes, it's just not even funny. I don't know, I'm sorry, I have to apologize to keep saying I have so much of this and I have so much of that. I don't mean that like in a bragging way, and I really should just stop saying it because we all know how much crap I have. It's just when I'm doing the haul videos, it kind of just, I don't know, it hits me when I've got these things and it's all piling up over here. It hits me how much stuff that I have and that I don't really need any of this stuff. But it's, I don't know, it's just, it is what it is. So I picked this up because this is like handmade paper on the cover, on the end paper, and were there pictures in here? No, no pictures. There's no pictures, but I liked the book itself. Language is the most perfect work of art in the world. Henry David Thoreau. I like that. So I picked it up for the book. And I just have to figure out how I'm going to make a journal out of it. And for this end paper is very cool. $0.50 for little craft sacks. I don't usually buy... Yuck. Yuck. This is all dirty. Where was this stored? I don't usually buy the paper bags with the bottoms, but I recently saw, I think it was Louisa Heinzel, had a paper bag, and she did something really cool with the bottom. I have to go back and watch the video and see what she did. So I figured, all right, well, I've got this paper bag and the color's not bad. I'll try something like that she does. And you can always make these into little paper bag journals, which I have not done yet, which I might do. So yeah, paper bags. They're not as sturdy as like the brown paper bags, the lunch bags, but they'll do for crafting. You cover them most up with paper anyway. An empty water bottle came out of my car. Never know what I'm going to bring home thrifting. A We Help Mommy book. I love this book. I love the illustrations because it's Eloise Wilkin. When I was a kid, this was one of my favorite books. This is 12th printing, 1979. And I absolutely love. Look at those little faces. Oh my goodness. So sweet. I don't know if this... I have a small collection of Eloise Wilkins books. I'm pretty sure I already have this one. So I will check to see if I need to put it in my collection or if I'm going to use it or what I'm going to do with it. I don't know, but I had to have it. Got some buttons. Always gotta get some buttons. What is that? These are mostly new. That one looks older, maybe. They're all in the little, the little dress bags and stuff. But they're still always fun to look through because you never know when you're going to find something. See, these are pretty. So, yeah, buttons. Gotta find my buttons. And I picked up this zipper. I don't usually buy zippers, but I thought it was just a really cool looking zipper. And if I'm going to play with a zipper in my journal, why not have a really cool looking zipper? So now I have to figure out how to use a zipper in a journal. That one I'm going to have to do a little bit of research or get creative myself. I don't know. I have a hard time coming up with my own ideas. You've probably figured that out, but I don't know. Well, I'll have to see. Oh, why in the world did I buy that? That is a why did I buy this thing? Alright. These I got. They are, I guess they're supposed to be placemats. They're square. Maybe they're napkins. They might be napkins. Yeah, they're labeled napkins. 50 cents. I just liked the fabric. It's very soft. And I think that these would be great to stamp some words on. And even, the little stitching on the border. It's not stitching. It's a row of holes, actually. So, I don't know. For 50 cents, I thought it was a good buy for some nice fabric. So look in your linen section of your thrift store because there's things there too. Oh, just little tassels. This must have been a day when I really wanted to buy something. A Butterflies and Moths book. How many of these do I have? This one's got the shiny paper, but again, that doesn't bother me. I just like the colorful butterflies and moths. This is in good shape, this book is. And, I picked up a Raggedy Ann pattern. This is a 1963 one. This is a licensed one because it's Bob's Merrill. And this is for my collection. Had to have it. I think I have a couple of other patterns. I think they're in storage in the shed. And I probably didn't need to pick that up. But again, it's one of those things. You don't see them very often. So when I see them, I pick them up. And some more eyelash trim. I liked the colors on this one. It's very earthy. There's brown and tan and green. And this, no, it is not buttons. It's brads. Oh, there's some clips in there too. Let me see if I can get this tape off. I don't know if I did it on camera or not. I might have talked about it on camera. So, I have a lot of brads. A lot of brads. And they're in my closet in one of those plastic carts with the drawers. The bottom drawer, which is the biggest drawer, is full of brads. Most of them are in some kind of container or other. But right now, it's a pain in the butt to get into my closet. I know, that's my fault. I have things piled up in front of the closet door. So every time I want to go into the closet, I have to move everything out from in front of the door. Get what I need out of the closet, move everything back in front of the door, and eventually put it back away in the closet. I really keep mostly stuff that I don't use on a regular basis in there. Things for storage, like extra scrapbook albums are in there. Um, Containers, storage containers are in there. Just, I don't know what all's in there. It needs to be cleaned out. It really, really needs to be cleaned out. So I avoid going in there. And I have been telling myself that I was going to take one of my containers of brads and leave it out here and just pull from that container when I want brads. So the other day I was doing something and I needed some brads, so I went in and I got some brads and I pulled out a container and I said to myself, I'm going to keep this container out in my room so that I don't have to keep going into the closet to get it. Well, as it turned out, that particular container was not a very good one to, that's a little tiny bead, was not a very good one to pull out because the brads in it were more decorative brads rather than plain brads, which is really what I would use more of. So at some point, I went back into the closet, switched out that container of brads for another container of brads, and I do have one container of brads out here in my room. I'll show you. Within reach, that has different colors, and they are plain brads mostly. There's a few decorative ones in there, but mostly plain brads. This is like a very teeny tiny small portion of the brads that I have. So why did I pick up this container of brads? I do not know. But I think there's some other things in here. So yeah, okay, so it's got these round paper clips, which are really cool. I can dangle some beads or something on those paper clips. I saw it had these little, it's got brads stuck in it. Little, no, I guess that's not. That's just the spring. Why is it sticking out so much? I don't know. These little clips. This is a paper clip. These are different colors. So I guess that's more why I got it. Not even so much for the brads, just for these round clips. And these, I think these are called bull clips. They're little though, so I'm not sure. They'd be kind of cool on the top of a tag, right? I don't know. To think about how I want to use those. So anyway, yeah, so this thing of brads is some hearts in there. Some plain ones, all different colors. So it's all right. I know why I bought it. I'm glad I bought it. At first I was like, no, why did I buy brads? I don't need brads. I definitely don't need brads. All right. Doesn't look like there's anything else besides that in here. So, all right, that was okay. That's an okay buy. I'll take it. I'll sort these out and put everything, like I'm going to get these back in here. I'll put everything, I'm going to leave those up, in their proper homes. Yeah, brads. So many brads. All right, I've got more. Don't go away yet. How are we doing on time? Oh, 45 minutes or so. I got some adding tape stuff. I think these were 50 cents for 2 rolls. I've been wanting this to make some snippet rolls. It's one thing I have not bought before. So now I have it. What's this? Some slides, but why? Did I get these at a thrift store or an estate sale? I don't know. And I don't know what's on them. Oh, that one's really dark. But I just wanted the slide itself to just to decorate and alter. I think that that'd be kind of fun. I think they had, if I remember right, I think this was an estate sale, and I think that they had a whole bunch of them. They were $1 each, so, and I only got one because I just can't load up on tons of everything anymore. One thing, use it, and then the next time you see them, you can get more. Where'd that plastic come from? I don't know. This was a baby book. Yes, this was an estate sale. I remember this now. They had a bunch of books there. Older books, but they were really bad condition. And I think anything that was good was snapped up before we got there because we go late to estate sales. But look at this. Isn't this so cute? It's somebody's baby book. Look at the pictures. Copyright is 1915 on this. Uncle Mill and Aunt Livy gave this to Mary Louise Wright. And the baby was born November 18th, 1916. And he weighed 7 pounds. Look at these pictures. Oh my goodness. And she lists the gifts. Aunt Mary gave her a cup from Daddy Boy at Decatur, Alabama. A telegram. I wish the telegram was in here. Autographs. Looks like the same handwriting, so I'm going to guess it's not really autographs. Birthplace. All right, let me see if I can read this. I don't know what the first thing says, but it says, at Grandmother Wright's home, Irene, the first baby ever born in that home, and Mary Louise the second. Something 14 months and 11 days after Irene. Mary Louise the second came 14 months and 11 days after Irene. This is so cool. I'm not sure how I'm going to use it. Oh, I didn't see these. These are pictures. That must be the 2 girls that were born in Grandma's house. I didn't see the pictures. How awesome are they? Look at this. This is so cute. Any more pictures? No. So I'm not sure how I'm going to use that, but that's a pretty cool little book. I think this was from the same estate sale. I'm not really sure why I picked these up, but I thought they were just something different. So this guy, I think, was a math teacher. A lot of the books were about calculus and math and like old calculus books. And he has these test sheets, you know, remember when you would do the bubble things? So there's a whole bunch of them in here. I don't know. Year 893. January 8th, 1993. So, there's that packet of them. And then there's some more here. These are all test things. What am I going to do with all these? I don't know. Recommended exercises, Dr. Steed. So he was a doctor. I don't know if this was college level. This is Miami-Dade Community College. Okay. Look at all of these. All of these. There's blue on the back and brown on the front. This is like crazy. $94. You know, they're not like super old vintage from the 50s or 60s. Somebody wrote a note. Or an essay. Maybe it's an essay. Huh. That's interesting. Statistics. So this was a statistics. Some of these were statistics class. All right. I have them. What I'm going to do with them, I don't know. I think they like hardly charge me anything for these. You know, it's, I think at an estate sale, this is not, this type of thing is not their money maker. So they just want to get rid of it so they don't have to throw it away or something. So it's kind of fun to find those type of things. Now, sometimes I have found things like that they look at and they think they're really valuable, so they put this ridiculously high price on them. But other times they just, oh, just take those, or I'll throw those in or whatever. This one I thought was interesting. This is a Cat in the Hat Beginner Book Dictionary in French. It's in bad shape, so I don't mind cutting it all up. But how fun are these? So it tells you brick, he carries bricks, and then it's in French. I'm not going to say it in French. I don't know how to speak French, and I would never get the accent right or be able to pronounce the words. I've never taken French. But how fun is this? Like in a farm journal, cow. Just, this is awesome. I love this. Very musty smelling. I'll have to air that one out. Oof. These came from an estate sale. They're little packets of stationery. There's 1, 2, 3, 4 of them. I think they were maybe like 4 for $1. There's not like a lot in each one, which is good because then I don't have them piling up and piling up. I can just use them up. These envelopes are cool. They're like coin envelope shaped. I like those. And then, oh, double-sided paper. Oh my God, you know what that means. Oh, awesome, awesome, awesome. I love these. They don't feel like they're bad quality either. So that was pretty cool. Good score. Sometimes you really win. I feel like I win most of the time because I usually only buy what I feel is a bargain, good deal, a find, you know. All right, so I have this one, the pink one, this really pretty blue purplish one, and then this green one. Very, very pretty. I like those a lot. And another photo album. I really, really need to stop buying photo albums. I have plenty for all the photos that I have. But this was only $1 and it was like brand new. This was also at the estate sale. And, oh my goodness, that is it for today. Thank you so much for watching. And yeah, thanks for being here. Hit the subscribe button, the like button, and all that other stuff. And we will see you the next time. Bye-bye.